Hey guys, Moneyman300 and back for another video here, and this is our red and blue for one and two Class C car reveal. So we're going to be going over the cars that we're using for C Class. Pretty excited about this. I think you guys will like these cars. Should be a lot of fun. We did already run a couple of races before I did this intro video, so just a fair warning, the first couple are pretty rough. Just a really bad lobby, and there's actually a third one that we ran that we aren't even going to upload because we actually just quit out of the game. It was so bad. So a little frustration in the first two, but I'm sure it'll get better after that in our next sessions. It was just a bad lobby, and then I didn't have the first car set up very well. So and I can talk about that in a minute. But anyway, let's get on with it. I already got C-Class cars here. This is not one of the cars, by the way. So let's talk about our first car. Let's talk about our grip. So let me think of which order I want to go in. So we got the grip car, the speed. Let's talk about our speed car. That's first in the lineup, and that is going to be the Lamborghini Miura P400. Love this car. It's a blast to drive, a lot of fun. And like I said, we try not to pick full-on dominant leaderboard cars, but we do want to have good cars that give us an opportunity to be competitive in this. So this is one of those cars. It's sprinkled in here and there on the leaderboards on the speed class cars, but by no means is it dominant. What I'll do after I show you the cars themselves is I'm going to go over and we'll take a look at a couple of the tracks just to show you what kind of cars are doing well on the leaderboards on those tracks. So car number one, this is our speed car, and it is the Lamborghini Miura P400. So it should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to this one. The next one we have, and I got to paint the next one because I didn't paint it yet. I can already see it on here. This is our grip car, and it's the Mazda MX-5 Miata. And you might be thinking, man, this thing's a pretty dominant car in D class, and that is true. But that's on the momentum tracks, and actually, as you get to C class, it really slips off. But it's still a super fun car to drive. It's light, it's quick, shifty type car. Not a lot of top end, but a lot of fun to drive on those grippier tracks. To help you compete with some of those top-end leaderboard cars. So the Mazda Miata MX-5, I need to fix the paint job on that. I'm going to do that. Maybe, can I do that now? Nah, we'll not do that. We won't do it now. But I got to get it painted blue. That's a pretty cool paint job, though. I need to make sure I can get back to that when I need to. So anyway, the Mazda Miata, and these, by the way, these are all I have a ton of C-Class cars. Look at all these. And most of them aren't very good because I've changed the way I build over time. But all right, let's go on to our third car, a momentum car. So that's our grip car. Let's go over to our momentum car, and that is going to be the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8. Love this car. This is a fun group of cars because they're kind of some popular cars, but they aren't dominant on the leaderboard out here, which is good, right? But they're still cool cars, fun cars to drive. It's the Evo 8. As you'll see in C-Class for momentum tracks, dominated by the Subarus. The 05 Subaru is a beast and just dominates all the momentum tracks. Along with the longer momentum tracks, you get the Mercedes. This bad boy creeps in there, the 190E. So those are the three cars. We've got the Evo, once again, for momentum. We've got the Lamborghini for the speed, and we got the Miata for the grip. So let's go take a look at the tracks real quick. And by the way, this is a little preview of another video coming up as I start my leaderboard car series. We'll get that one. It might be up about the same time as this one. We get two videos up today with any luck. So let's hop over here. Where do I want to go? I want to go to Rivals, and let's take a look at C-Class. And let's look at, so here's our momentum, one of our momentum tracks, and you can see here, yeah, Subarus. The 05 Subaru, you'll see the 190E and a few S2000s in there. You don't see any Evos, so I think the first Evo out there, you can see my WRX also in there at 183rd, but Evo, no Evos yet. I think it's like I remember looking through here and thinking there was a couple in here. They start to pop up just a little bit as you get down here. There's one right there, so top one right there at 159th on the leaderboard, which isn't obviously not a bad time, but you can see certainly not dominated by the Evos. I mean, the Mercedes and the Subarus, those are going to be the cars, I guarantee you, and I've already seen it out there. When we get into multiplayer, these tracks come up, you're going to see the Subarus and the the Mercedes come out. So I think it's pretty much the same on the a little bit slightly longer momentum track. I think you'll see the Mercedes pop up a little bit more here, and you might even see less Evos as the speed. The Mercedes is a little bit faster top end, so you'll see those start to pop up in the longer track. And then I don't, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure I looked at the short one. Oh geez, yeah. So Subarus. So you can see what we're going to have to deal with there on the momentum tracks there. Let's look at a speed track in Bathurst. And the speed tracks really, or the speed cars, are really spread out from what we noticed. There's a lot of different cars in here that you'll see depending on the track. Bathurst has a handling element to it, so it's not quite as much speed as some of the other tracks. But you'll see the Lotus Cortina quite a bit. That 74 Celica. I mean, but there's a lot of cars here, as you can see. So I don't know that there's any one specific dominant car. You don't see any Miras here. Miras are a little bit better on some of the other speed tracks, not as much on here. Not that it's bad, but as you can see here, just a mix match of cars, especially on Bathurst, because Bathurst, you can, if you can handle well enough up at the top, you could get far enough ahead of some of the just really fast speed cars. So that's what Bathurst looks like. Let's look at a grip track here. And you can see the Lotus Elans are really good on grip. You're going to see the Minis creep up in there. The Mugen CRX will be good. So you can see those out here. There's even a 250 Cali in there. So again, a pretty good mix of cars here. And you do get in. There's the first. There's one inside the top 100 with the Mazda MX-5. Maybe I missed one up here somewhere. It doesn't look like it, but so the first one clocks in at 99 on the leaderboard. So again, certainly not dominant by any means, but they're sprinkled in the leaderboard here and there on those. Let's take a look at a couple other speed tracks real quick, and just to see any difference. So this is on Indy GP, another speed type track. See the 97 Civic, which did well on that track in D class, is also really good here. See the Evo actually making an appearance here. So again, a lot of stuff. So let's see a whole lot of Lamborghinis in there. So trust me, that Lamborghini's fast and it's going to do well though. And it's just a cool car, I think. Another grip track. You see the Alfa Romeo GTAs really start to come in on these grip tracks also. The Lans and the Romeros is what you're going to see, and then some minis that have come from D class. Probably still running a D class build. I'm just kidding. but we're going to compete with that MX-5. You don't see a lot of those in here as I go through. There aren't a bunch. Oh, there's one. There was one in there. So you can look at my time. 1,796th with that car. Now, to be fair, that was an elite. That was in a multiplayer race. I didn't actually lap it on there. I was just running some multiplayer. And really, 2 seconds off of a top 500 time, even a second, probably second and a half of a top 500 time in a multiplayer race isn't bad, depending on what the circumstances were in that race. So, you can see it did some testing on that there. See if there's any other tracks that can give us a. Oh yeah, this is all grip here. So actually, this is these tracks as they move up in classes kind of change around. So these become slightly more speed. Now this one, I'm assuming, is not speed. Look at the Beetle making an appearance out there. So a lot of different cars could do well, and we get back into some momentum tracks here with Prague. I don't even know why I even look at Prague normal, because that thing doesn't ever even go anywhere. That's an old time there. Probably multiplayer also, but an 07 Civic. I didn't even know I had one of those. So here you go. Again, you see a couple Evos. The Evos seem to do a little bit better. Have a couple of 24th out there. They seem to do a little better in Prague. Just maybe the longer nature of it, maybe the hill climb does real well in the hill, but they do slightly better here. So you can see there's a few more times sprinkled in here, but certainly not dominant. So yeah, so that's our 3 cars. We're going to get this thing kicked off. This will go up, and then, just like before, Cadence should be a video every day after that, as long as we can get our racing sessions in, and should be fun. We'll see how long it takes us to get through this. I predict it'll be a little bit shorter. It'll be interesting, though, if we can get that 1-2. Man, I tell you what, the lobby we were in, though, yikes, if all the lobbies in C-Class are like that, and I did some racing the other night, just having fun in C-Class, and the lobbies are dicey in C-Class. A lot of crashers, a lot of corner cutters. And that's what I was stuck with. And you'll see that going into the when you see his first 2 races. I had actually raced a few races before, waiting for Rock King to get on. And man, it was quarter cutters, crashers, and I was in a bad mood just going into those first couple of races already, so wasn't in a good state of mind, and then the people on the track didn't help. But should be fun. Looking forward to getting a good racing session in and having some fun with this. So anyways, I'm gonna end it with that. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.